Good morning, gentlemen. This is the Crisis to Courage Daily Prayer for Men. Good morning if you have not joined us before. The theme for today is God's timing. God's timing. God's timing is not always our timing. I think about Elijah, where he went to Ahab and he told him it wasn't going to rain for the space of 3 years and 6 months. And it didn't rain for the space of 3 years and 6 months. So his word came to pass. But during that time, Elijah was hanging out by the brook of Cherith, and I don't think he was working in the typical sense because he was the most wanted man. So he had to keep a low profile. And it doesn't really say what he did, but it says that he received bread and meat from the raven. So the birds came and took care of him and fed him, as opposed to possibly him doing the things that he did prior to that situation. This is kind of the theme today. It is God's timing. And you may not be used to everything that is going on currently. COVID has shifted the world, where the way that God supplies may not be the way that you anticipate or in the timing that you anticipate. Because, like, let's say God tells you to do something, but you think that it's right away, but it's not. It needs some more foundational work. So that is the theme for today. And, God is not in time. Like, we have 24 hours in a day, and God has told me very clearly, live within those 24 hours. But he doesn't have time. And one day is like 1,000 years to him, and 1,000 years is like one day. So if you are impatient, it is going to be harder for you. So you have to ask the Lord for patience with his timing. So that is the prayer for today. It is God's timing, not your timing, not cultural timing, not what the government's timing is. It's God's timing. And God's timing is very different than what we think it should be. But what I've learned about God is that he's always on time, and he always supplies the need. It might not be the way that you anticipate, but he always does. Like, we have people that listen to this prayer, and they have great needs. They have great needs with housing. They have great needs with finances. They have pressing needs. And I'm lifting you today with those pressing needs. I'm lifting that housing for you. I am lifting that work for you. I am lifting your child care for you. There's all these things that are happening as people are going back to work and other people aren't going back to work, and all these things are happening. So God, we thank you for these fellas today. We thank you that you're giving them your timing. And just like Elijah, you will supply all of the need, every bit of the need for every single one of the people that are in their lives, that you don't miss anything. And if the need is justice, meaning like there's injustice going on in their lives, you'll supply that too, because you're higher than the high, and you see everything that is going on in their lives, and you are the one that is bringing the justice. You're the one that's bringing the spiritual stamina. Like if people are stressed because of all the things that are going on, the news that's constantly being reverberated in our heads of apocalypse, of whatever really apocalypse is. I don't know what it is, but it's just doom and gloom. And I thank you, God, that as believers, we don't have doom and gloom. We praise you at all times because it is in your timing. And if we can entrust you with eternity, we can certainly trust you with now. God, I thank you that every solution that they're anticipating is coming to pass today. God, you said that in one day, 3,000 people got saved, that the day before it was different, but this day people got saved. So I thank you, God, that this day people are going to be saved. This day, that need is going to be supplied. This day, the solutions are going to come. This day, the anxiety is going to drip away like hot wax, because this is the day that you have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. God bless you, gentlemen. Have a super great day, and thank you for listening.